Welcome to the DJD Show, coming to you live. On with the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Article 13 and Article 11 have passed in the EU. Article 13 means exempt as EU backs controversial copyright law. That's that statement there. Let's see if it's actually true. Yeah. Copyright laws, which critics say could change the internet, have been voted in by the European Parliament. Yes, by the European Parliament, really? Oh, isn't that fascinating? Lovely filth down here as we read. The new rules, including the controversial Article 13, will hold tech firms responsible for material posted without copyright permission. Shared memes and GIFs will still be allowed under the new laws. Many musicians and creators say the legislation will compensate artists fairly, but others argue that they will destroy user-generated content. Copyright is the legal right that allows an artist to protect how the original work is used. Tech companies have argued that artists are already paid fairly under the current system. Google said it would harm Europe's creative and digital industries. Ah, yes. High-profile figures who have campaigned against the EU copyright directive include Wyclef Jean and web inventor Sir Tim Berners-Lee, while Debbie Harry and Sir Paul McCartney have been among its supporters. Well, no, of course, Sherlock, it helps them get even richer. Isn't that special? Continuing, it has taken several revisions for the current legislation, which was backed by the 348 MEPs. Night to say I don't know. Maps with 274 against to reach its final form. You haven't even seen our final form. Apparently it's going to go Super Saiyan. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe a little Dragon Ball Z will happen. Will the dragon grant somebody their wish? Because we're going to need it to save the internet, because this is some BS. At least my opinion. I could be wrong. It is now up to member states to approve the decision. If they do, they will have 2 years to implement it once it is officially published. The two clauses causing the most controversy are known as Article 11. Yes, and besides myself, I'm a little upset by this BS passing, because god dang, the internet is not going to function, let alone a few social platforms. I don't know, Twitter, YouTube, other places might have technical difficulties after this. Potentially, my opinion, new satire, a little parody, a little comedy, why not? A little fun in the morning. It's up to member states to approve the decision. If they do, again, maybe a chance of saving our butts. If they do, they will have 2 years to implement it once it is officially published. The two clauses causing the most controversy are known as Article 11 and Article 13. Article 11 states that search engines and news aggregate platforms should pay to use links from news websites. Oh, really? Oh, my. Okay, then. Article 13 holds larger technology companies responsible for material posted without a copyright license. Tech companies already remove music and videos which are copyrighted, but under the new laws, they will be more liable for any copyrighted content. Okay, then, and then, of course, we'll see the spin zone in a second. It means they would need to apply filters to content before it is uploaded. Article 13 does not include cloud storage services. Okay, that's good. And there are already existing exemptions, including parody, which, for example, include memes. Okay, the memes are saved. Theoretically, we'll see if that's true at the end of the day. You never know, considering they screw up on some platforms where parody is not, well, as protected fair use as it should be, it seems, more often than not, sadly. The fun I've had on this new satire channel. Memes excluded. It was Article 13 which prompted fears over the future of memes and GIFs, stills, animated, or short video clips that go viral, since they mainly rely on copyrighted scenes from TV and film. Yeah. Critics claimed Article 13 would have made it nearly impossible to upload even the tiniest part of a copyrighted work to Facebook, YouTube, or any other site. Yes, indeed, it seems like that so far with the copyright bloody trolls. Critics claimed I already said that part. However, specific tweaks to the law made earlier this year made memes safe for purposes of quotation, criticism, review, caricature, parody, and pastiche. The European Parliament said that memes would be specifically excluded from the directive, although it was unclear how tech firms will be able to enforce that rule with a blanket filter. Yes, how are they going to know the difference? Because it's working so well right now on certain social platforms. Social media locations, yeah. MEP for London, Mary Honeyball, I'm not joking, that's her name, oh boy, it's a little perverted there, said there's no problem with memes at all. This directive was never intended to stop memes and mashups. I think that's doom-mongering. People who carry out their business properly have nothing to worry about at all. Massive blow job. Massive blow. Robert Ashcroft, chief executive of PRS for Music, which collects royalties for music artists, welcomed the directive as a massive step forward for consumers and creators. Of course he did. Do you see what industries associated? Yes, that bunch of fun people. I would love to say something worse, but we're on censorship land. It's about making sure that ordinary people can upload videos and music to platforms like YouTube without being held liable for copyright. That responsibility will henceforth be transferred to the platforms, he said. Alright, so as you see here, in theory, that responsibility will henceforth be transferred to the platforms. Okay, are you sure about that? So platforms like YouTube it's about, let me read this because I'm still upset about it. It's about making sure that ordinary people can upload videos and music to platforms like YouTube without being held liable for copyright. That responsibility will henceforth be transferred to the platforms. He said, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it, because more often than not what they do is they pass the buck to us. Yes, it seems like it. That's my feeling what probably is going to occur. However, the campaign group Open Knowledge International described it as a massive blow for the internet. We now risk the creation of more closely closed society. We now risk the creation of a more closed society at the very time we should be using digital advances to build a more open world where knowledge creates power for the many, not the few, said Chief Executive Catherine Steeler. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You can read the rest of the article. It's pretty much just more hot air and BS, and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for, hopefully you enjoyed the show. There was lovely filth down here, indeed. A lot of BS, so much, the politicians and the artists, and oh, sure, they're going to make that big money, you rich, greedy sons of you-know-what. All right, thank you very much. Have a very good day, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. And may the force be with you. Yes, indeed. I sense much fear in the people who make the memes and other fun stuff. And as for Star Wars leaks, well, when there's actual news concerning it. Have a fun day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.